16th Après Thursday L 2026, that all the hardships that began for David became blessings. Psalm 23 verse 4. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. The covenant or remnant receives in childhood becomes lifelong power. Every hardship faced afterward turns into a blessing. There are 3 things you must first teach the remnants. First, you must become a spiritual summit rather than worrying about success. David was a person of the covenant, praise, and prayer from a young age, and he also had the skill to defeat lions and bears. Second, when you go out into the world, lawlessness, false accusations, and suffering will be waiting, but you mustn't be afraid. Because of scars, David faced jealousy and hostility from Saul, who was seized by an evil spirit. Even as he escaped countless sufferings and crises, he showed the composure to not kill his enemy. Third, you mustn't worry about the future because there's a separate background prepared. David clearly had the absolute bartizan of prayer, the bartizan of power, and the bartizan of the future. This David made 3 confessions of faith. 1. I lack nothing. King Saul, his officials, and many people plotted conspiracy to achieve success and status. However, you're going out to gain success or status. You're going out to save those who've crumbled afterward. 2. Because the Lord is my shepherd. David knew how to be guided by the Lord. Even when walking through the valley of the shadow of death, he wasn't afraid. He confessed that the Lord was his fortress, shield, refuge, and king. Moreover, he confessed that the Lord's rod and staff protected and guided him. This was because he believed the Lord would never abandon him. 3. Remain in the Lord's house forever. David confessed his background that allowed him to enjoy the power of the throne. He enjoyed the throne, the kingdom, and its works. Because David made these confessions, he later established 1,000 bartizans and perfectly made the preparations for temple construction. For David, every suffering became a blessing, and every covenant of the gospel became power. David enjoyed the blessing of happiness every day, every hour, and in every matter. Covenantal prayer. Dear God, as WRC is before us, work upon us to shine the light to the nations fallen in darkness. Many are amidst much hardship. Please relay spiritual strength to them. In Jesus Christ's name, I pray. Amen.